Welcome to Fans Be Like. I am Matt Biller, and this is a very, very special Fans Be Like. This one's been a couple years in the making, you guys, because it is Game of Thrones time, and it is finally upon us, and I cannot wait. I'm here to recap you, bring you up to speed, and talk about some things I think are going to happen this following season, and things I think should have happened. Well, we're talking about things. So basically, there's going to be a lot of things we talk about. So what we're not going to be is like all those other vlogs I've been watching so far talking about Game of Thrones, where everyone opens with the same sort of California idiot leaning into the lens going, "It's Game of Thrones, bitches!" We're not going to be doing that here. We're going to talk inside. I think by saying we're not going to do that, I just went ahead and did that, making me one of the same idiots. Do we have an intro? Got my Night King on, bitches. Come at me, bro. I'm psyched. I'm really pumped up. If you can't tell, got all the Game of Thrones booze right behind me. I got beers, I got wines, I got scotches, I got ales, I got meads, I got it all. I cannot wait to get back into the realm, hosting a big-ass party here for the premiere and for the subsequent episodes to follow. We only have 6, guys. We only have 6, and from what I understand from the creators, Honorable Fathers Benioff and Weiss, or Weiss, I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's Weiss. We only have 6, and we're going to have 6 mini-movies, which means the length is going to go beyond an hour, which is good, because there's some story to wrap up. As fast as I can, a quick recap where we last left our heroes. In 2017, Jon Snow had bent the knee to Daenerys Targaryen, forming an alliance of ice and fire. He is the Song of Ice and Fire because Jon Snow is not Jon Snow. He's actually Aegon Targaryen, who is probably the proper heir to the Iron Throne. Wait a minute, the big hashtag about this one is for the throne. Who is the heir to the Iron Throne? Does it matter who's the heir? Who's going to get it? Who's going to sit in it? Well, I'm going to go ahead and open with my prediction, which has been shot down, which has been ridiculed, which has been disproven, which is probably a pipe dream. But I'm going to go ahead and give you my final moments how I think Game of Thrones is going to end, at least for one character. Cersei Lannister has proven, Queen Cersei has proven that she will not give up power no matter what. She will give up her people, her lands, her children, as long as she can to cling to power. So I predict the last moments of Game of Thrones are going to be Cersei stuck on the Iron Throne, not willing to get out, even though her armies have been crushed. The Red Keep has been invaded. I predict Daenerys and Drogon will be inside the Red Keep, and the only way to get Cersei off the throne is by fire and blood. I've been seeing it in my mind for about a year and a half of Drogon opening his jaws and just torching Cersei alive, and her corpse is writhing and screaming on the Iron Throne as her body and the chair itself are smelted, just melting down to the damn floor. Because for there to be a new age in Westeros, that chair has got to go. There's been too much bullshit, there's been too much betrayal, bloodshed, and more B words that are horrible, all due to this throne. A new age must dawn, and I think they should forge 2 thrones from the remains of this one. One for the king and one for the queen. At least that's what I'm hoping they do. My predictions were, king and queen, Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen, Tyrion Lannister becoming Hand of the Kingdom, Arya being new captain of the guard, Samwell Tarly being the new maester, this, that, and the other, and then of course a whole line of RIPs, the dead folk. But this is Game of Thrones. Nobody can predict it. I can't predict it. That theory is probably so ridiculous and outlandish that it's already blown out of the water, and it probably is. But some of the theories out there are insane. Somebody says Robin Arryn is going to end up on the Iron Throne just so the creators can kick us in the teeth. That's true. The Arryns have been in the show, but they've been staying out of the wars. They've been staying quite neutral. And as we know, Robin Arryn is a schmuck. He's a putz. He's a toddler in a 17-year-old's body. It would be so Game of Thrones to put him on the Iron Throne as a silly ending. But I also think the people would absolutely revolt and burn HBO to the ground. So it doesn't really matter who ends up on the throne. What matters is we, the viewers, the people who have been with it for a long time, that we have a good time. Because what does South Park teach us? If we don't watch Game of Thrones, you're not going to have a good time. You're going to have a bad time. Pizza and French fries. 10 points if you guys get that one. But the thing is, it's over. It's almost over. We got 6 more episodes to go. So much story to wrap up. There's armies surging. The White Walkers have been unleashed. The wall has come down in Westeros, and the undead are marching north. Okay, so that puts the fate of Winterfell in our hands. I mean, who's going to govern it? I personally predict that Daenerys Targaryen's not going to be all that welcome in Winterfell at first. I'm sure Sansa's going to hate her stinking guts. But it's going to obviously take some finessing to get things going, because these are our alliances. And we have got the Targaryens and the Starks versus the Lannisters, who've now united with the Greyjoys. So it's going to be a battle for the ages. And if you want to talk about behind-the-scenes stuff, they filmed what they're calling the Battle of Winterfell for 11 weeks. That's 11 weeks of night shoots in Northern Ireland. Miserable, cold, freezing, just dread all around. The hardest conditions you can film, and they're saying it's basically like Game of Thrones version of Helm's Deep. You know, it's that monumental. It makes the Battle of the Bastards look like a rock, paper, scissors competition. And I can't wait, because if there's anything I love, it's grand scale. People say to me, Goodfellas or Casino? I say, well, I say Casino. Bigger canvas, more characters, more tragedy, grand operatic scale. But that's just me. That's just what I like. Actors' reactions. It's been everything. You talk to Maisie Williams, and she said that she was blown away by the finality of what happens to her character by the end of the story. Emilia Clarke wandered around the streets of London for 3 hours not knowing what to do with herself because of what she just read. Gwendolyn Christie, who plays Brienne of Tarth, she said her face turned dark red for hours. I don't know what this could mean. Utter joy, sheer contempt, complete desolation, I don't know. And that's the point. None of us know, and I really can't wait till we all find out together. So let's hear from you. What are your thoughts? What are your questions, fan theories? What are some of your favorite quotes that have come around so far? Don't say I drink and I know things, because that's easy. What's your favorite scene been in the show so far? Has it been the red wedding? Has it been the purple wedding? Don't go to a wedding in Westeros. Shit goes south. Has it been Tyrion taking out his dad on the shitter? What has been your favorite scene? I want to know. I want to know. I'm very curious, because Thrones fans are very, very unique, and I've heard some really cool stuff. Anyways, stay tuned here to this channel, okay? Because we're going to be doing this week after week. We're going to celebrate the victories, the battles, the tragedies, the deaths, the surprises, and if I know Game of Thrones, the sheer kick in the nuts it's going to deliver to all of us in a good way and in a bad way. We already have one ice dragon, kids. Anyways, this has been Fans Be Like. I've been Matt Biller, and this is all for the throne.